Hello, fellow Bible readers. Today we are on day 61 and we're reading Numbers 16 through 17. And in chapter 16, there was a rally of men that was basically going up against Moses and Aaron. They basically wanted to know why God only speaks to them, why God only uses them, and why they feel like they are higher than everyone else. And they got an attitude about it. So they are going up to them because they about to get to the bottom of this and figure things out. However, God is with Moses and Aaron, and I think that they forget that. But anyway, these men came with 250 other men. The main people were Korah, Dathan, and Abraham. Again, I don't know about these names, so read it for yourself. Come back and let's chat about it in the comments. But those were the main three, right? So God's like, okay, everybody get these. What do you call it? The hold on, let me see what it's called. He told everybody to get the censers, bronze censers, which apparently they hold incense in them. And when he was telling them to get it, I was thinking about Survivor. I don't know about if you watch Survivor or not, but they all have their little lantern and they say, once the light is out, your time is over in the tribes or whatever. But that's what I thought about when I looked it up. It didn't look anything like that little staff that they have in Survivor. But yeah, that's what came to my mind as I was reading it. But anyway, he told them to all get these things, and he's like, uh, whichever one does whatever, that's who God chooses to lead, whatever, right? So they all go above them, and then they all go to the tabernacle, and God says, Moses and Aaron, move out the way. I'm finna kill all these niggas. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't say ah, he did not say that. He's like, move out the way. I'm about to put an end to this all. And they were like, no, you can't kill everybody. Moses seems to be very nice. He's like, no, you can't kill everybody. So then God was like, well, I'm just going to kill the main three, Korah, Dathan, and Abraham. And so they go in front of the people, and Moses is just like, hey, if these people die a normal death or whatever, then God didn't pick me to be the leader. But if they get swallowed by the earth and they go straight to the land of the dead, then that God chose me, Moses, to be the leader. So then the earth opened up and swallowed them and all their possessions. And it's crazy because it says that their wives was there, their children was there, and all of their possessions, and then it got swallowed up and went in the middle and went on down there. And then some sort of plague came, and he also like put some people on fire or something like that. I think at the end of the day, it was 14,700 people who died, and that's a lot of people. That is a lot of people. Okay, and then we move on to chapter 17, and then he asks for 12 staffs from each tribunal leader. So remember, these 12 tribes has to do with the 12 sons, right? So he gets one from each, and he's like, who's ever staff buds or like grow stuff, then that's who God is choosing. And he said for the Levites, put Aaron's name on it. And so Aaron was the one that budded and it grew stuff. And so then he's like, well, put the sprouted staff in front of the tabernacle so it could serve as a reminder of, God and all his power and things of that nature. And these people were still complaining. These people was talking about are we going to die out here? I'm just like, these guys, they seem to just make it more difficult on themselves than it has to be. And it says, should we be consumed with dying? Like they are really asking it, like, did we just come out here to die? And it doesn't seem like anything that God does to help them or to show them that He is who He say He is. That doesn't seem to satisfy them much. So that's today's reading of Our Daily Bread. As always, it's interesting. These people have their own personalities. And I also wanted to talk about it's a TV show on Angel Network, but it's also on YouTube, and it's called Promised Land, and it's a really funny depiction of the people in the wilderness. Like in biblical times, it's like Moses, Aaron, Miriam, like you see all of them, and it is hilarious, especially if you like shows like The Office or Parks and Recreation. Definitely give that show a chance, because reading it and seeing it play out on the TV show is hilarious. I didn't think, like, okay, so you know the Bible is really dramatic. Like, it has a lot of stuff in it. It gets juicy. But to see it on TV, it's so funny, because it's just like, oh my God, like, you would think, if you didn't read it for yourself, you would think that they took a lot of creative liberty, but they really didn't. They really just took what was in here and made it into a show, and it's really funny to me. But I like dry humor because I am an Office fan. So definitely check that out. It's on YouTube, Promised Land, or you can check it out on a streaming network called Angel. So good night. Until next time. See you next time.